Beauty, girl, you're beautiful. Yes, you're beauty, so beautiful. Beauty, girl, you're beautiful. Yes, you're beauty. Remember, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I really like gallery at top.
Sound of the nation.
Put us some birds in our album.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
It's the genius.
Hello.
David Wade, I'm a need for seal.
You know, I was just about to sing this song, not realizing it's this song. Un momento.
Is this so? It's not the instrumental.
Let me see.
It's not the instrumental.
It is. Oh boy, just start off with that part. Man, my vado kill me vibe. I was going to sing line. I'm vexed, you know.
Oh, so
She won't come wrong.
it's his song, but you're upset that he has the intro on his own song. Look at that time in here, SVG. All right, so good morning, folks. We are back with you for another segment of our Activating Mornings program, and we are into our Talk to Us session. All right, this is where you get interactive with us, and the number to call is 457-9997. You have in studio Dianna and myself, Roleza, and we are your hostesses with the mostesses.
Of course, this is.
we are the ones who are here with you this morning, right? So I know that initially at 7:15 we touched on the topic of the passing of the bill. Well, it's now an act with regards to the consumption of alcohol at funerals, but really and truly it's in funeral procession. All right. So I know that there are some persons who may want to share your opinions with regards to that. We shared ours earlier. So if you want for us to touch on that, then we can do so. All right. So we have a caller.
Hi, good morning. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Morning.
Is this Dave Roberts?
This is what?
Is it Dave I'm hearing? Dave, probably your background is... Hello?
Dave, you're listening to us through the phone or through the radio, the other device? Come, listen to us through the phone.
Yes, I know what to do. Apparently, I got a piece of my radio or something. Yes, but I just want to, I don't know, every morning I get up, I wake up as though I'm listening for some unusual, let me put it that way, unusual piece of information or news in this country. Maybe I expect too much of what is right to happen in this country and not the obnoxious or the wrong or whatever. But when I check it out, it reflects on all of us as a people in this country. It reflects on all of us. And when I saw two nurses, as I understand, fighting in one of our medical facilities and so on, could somebody explain to me how that happened and why that should happen? In spite of all the so-called education, in spite of all the talk about morality and good behavior and all of that, could somebody explain to me why we should have these two women fighting in a public institution like that? I know the men get most of the blame or all the blame, however you look at it, for anything like this taking place. But I would like to hear the women, especially those who pretend to be good women, nice women, special women. I would like to hear what they have to say to defend the woman. Why these two big women would be fighting, and I learned that one is suffering from cancer. Oh my God. Anyhow, that's all I have to say.
But
Thank you.
no, don't run off so quick, Dave. But Dave, we don't know the reason why the fights occurred.
Yeah, but we have
So and I don't know. And the thing of it is that, I mean, this is just speculation. This is just speculation. But if somebody approaches me and they hit me, what do I do? Just walk away?
Yeah, some of us walk away, but you're bad, Johnson. You can fight back that way, tell me.
No, I'm not saying that, but this is what I'm saying is that we don't know the reason for it. We've only seen a clip, a very short clip. I don't even think the clip is a minute long. We don't know what started it. We don't know how it ended.
I am not blaming you for this. You know.
No. I know you're not.
So don't take it personal or take it that I am targeting you.
No, I can't take it personal. I can't take it personally.
We have a lot of women in this. We have plenty of women in this country. They're always beating up on the men. Most of the times, that the men do the worst things. Yeah. Really?
Oh, so
I may agree with them too, but woman.
So,
I love me woman. I love me woman. But me don't want a woman involved in something like that. Why?
But if you don't know the reason why?
Exactly.
I don't know. I didn't say no.
Right. So, but why you make it sound like you're disappointed to see two women fighting? We don't know the reason
You know,
why.
Dave,
Yes.
just because you see them fighting in this clipping just this once, don't mean that's what they'll always be doing in their everyday life. Don't mean they're Talibans and bad Jans. You know? It's just a one piece of video of a one-time thing. First of
Yeah,
all,
that's
I was quite disappointed the video was out in the first place because it just goes to show how much we don't have any privacy and people just pull out their phone and record every single thing, right?
Well, this is nothing new to me.
Well, I mean, it ain't new, but
new.
still, it doesn't mean that it's not a nuisance. But we don't
it's
know
not
what go
a-
on with the two ladies. We don't know why they've been fighting.
Why are you stressing on that? I am not telling you all your.
Yeah, but you say
I
you
just
ask
want-
the question, so we're just saying we don't know.
we're responding
really
to you,
sure,
and
so we're waiting to hear.
Accepted.
Right,
Accepted.
okay.
Accepted. So you all do the job. You all. I mean, because it's a letdown for women. That's when all.
I won't say that, Dave. No, how would I, as a woman, say it's a letdown for women? Two women are fighting, and I don't know the reason why they were fighting. Suppose
Oh,
one
no,
actually
they
was
got
just
bucket.
there. Yeah, because you're making it sound because of disappointment. I don't know the reason behind this. I can't say no. If I'm disappointed in either of them.
I expect the woman to call in, no, especially how we hold on and that. I just raise the question because everything now. Me, I don't tolerate. I am not on social media searching, but if I know if I want to find out something, I could find it out. I just have to make a switch or whatever. But I mean, when these things happen, all I'm doing as a good citizen, unless you all don't have me as a good citizen, as somebody who is what is, as the Prime Minister say, scamp and vagabond. And I would even like to hear how he will address that. I would even like to hear how he will address that because he's good at putting things, making things right. How wrong they are, he can make them right. So, I mean, I just raised the issue anyhow. Thank you.
All right, Dave. Have a good one today. Bye.
You too.
All right.
Joshua, thank you.
All right. Morning, Kojo.
I can't believe this again. Why is it such a thing that if two women fighting, you don't even know the reason? And I always say to people, when you take them small piece of clippings of a video and you make it like if it's a story, you do not know the beginning, the end. You only get a fraction of what happened. And everybody make judgment on that little fraction. I'm not saying that people should be fighting, no. But you don't know if one hit one first, the other one couldn't take it. You don't know if the person was going through harassment with that one person over a period of time. Because unless you never work in an environment where people, you go to work sometime and there's people at work you just can't handle. They're at your throat every day, every turn you make. And after a while, sometimes your anger take over the best of you sometimes. So I mean, I'm not saying that they should be fighting,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to say I'm disappointed in it like that. It's bad that they couldn't, resolve the problems without going to, blows. But Iran and Iraq fighting for peace of land every day. Nobody who calling shame on that. Russia trying to take over piece of land that they think it. There's so much different kind of argument that people could cast shame about, but they don't shame about. So, two
All right.
ladies fight.
Hmm.
I can't believe this. That Davis making it like if it's such a if it's the worst thing out.
All right. Thank you, Kojo.
All right.
All right. All right. We are in our Talk to Us session. I have a message here to read for you. Good morning, caller. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. When Dave want to run off quick, man, you should welcome that.
I probably should. No, you see, the thing is difficult for me, right? This is not even just a WEFM thing. This is just a me generally thing, right? If you're saying something and I think that I need to question you further, I'm going to question you. So it's not a matter. You can't just put something out there, and especially because it's the airwaves, that are just going to leave it to rest, or just to get the person off the line quickly. I mean, he said something and I felt the need to have to ask the question, right? And I don't want to wait until he hangs up and then put the question to him, not giving him the chance to respond afterwards. So yeah, that was the reason for that.
And then you get your 2 or 3 minutes rule violated when you do that.
Yeah, so we generally would extend it if we engage further. So yes, right? But I can't just leave it to stay there. So yeah, sorry.
They may be fighting over man. You never know. They're fighting over man.
Queens. That we not go down that road, right? We don't know. We're not speculating. We don't know. Okay?
No, I didn't say there is. I say it may be.
It may be many things. No. It may be many things.
Yeah, it could be other things. Right? You know, I see one time a police officer years ago. He was drunk on the job, drinking on the job in his uniform, and he got arrested in his uniform right through Middle Street. They lock him up, drag him right through town. A drunken policeman. One of the only time I ever see that in my life. That was many years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what you could see. Never know what you could see in these end time. All right, have a good morning.
Right,
bye. I didn't violate my 2-3 minutes rule.
Yeah, exactly. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Oh my God. All right. So I have a message here for you from earlier. So you were wondering who Pedro is.
Yeah.
Pedro says that he was your past lecturer, DTE. Now he says why it is that you're out of the classroom. So that's who Pedro is, right? And
Past lecturer. Okay.
all right. So yesterday Jeff said that. So Queens, since you're listening, good morning, angels. Queens called twice and my challenge was never put in. What was his challenge? All right, so Jeff says, this is us sending messages to people through here. All right, what is the message? Good morning, wow. Thanks. Right. No, anytime Queen calls, ask him if he heard about the challenge that was put to others. All right, so Queens, what the challenge was that was put to others, since you are one of the active listeners active callers on WEFM, Jeff threw a challenge out to persons within the diaspora to be a bit more involved, I suppose, in community. Well, not supposed to be a bit more involved in community development. From his end, he has donated, I think it's garbage bins to go to, I believe it's for Kittels Beach, right? So he has put that challenge out there for persons within the diaspora, and especially listeners of WEFM, for those who can assist, to assist in whatever way by way of community development. So Queens, that is the challenge that Jeff wants for me to call your name out on in particular. Okay, so hope you heard the message. All right, so we are in our open forum, and yes, we're allowing persons to raise their thoughts or raise their concerns or ask their questions in relation to anything we would have discussed earlier. We actually almost out of time
Yeah.
this morning.
Please remember that when you do call to interact with us, you have a 3-minute time limit, and we would really like for our callers to adhere to that so our other listeners and callers don't get upset, as that was the rule that was put in place. All right, then, Dave, I'm glad you called this morning, because you must have. We have a saying to say you smell the rats, because I was coming for you and I was wondering where you were yesterday and the day before. And I heard on Tuesday you left us over here at Activated Mornings and went somewhere else, Mr. Dave Roberts. I have the charge against you. Don't do that again, right? All right, but
Anything else you wanted to add with regards to the topic from earlier this morning
about the alcohol, but no, because I am still trying to still trying to form my own opinion on it. But I don't know if I agree with it or I disagree with it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about funerals on a whole then?
I'm not a funeral person. Generally, I am not a funeral person. I have noticed the trend recently where we've turned funerals into carnivals, and I didn't like that. That's something I really didn't like. But I'm generally not somebody that goes to funerals. It has some persons, like my mother is one of them people who they just always going to funeral. They don't even have to know the person.
Don't have to know the person.
They were just I know you and you're going to this funeral and you carry me with you. You know what I'm saying? People doing them things. My grandmother used to do it, and I think she pick up when my granny leave off. She's one of those people would just follow somebody to go to a funeral. Not me. I'm not a funeral person like that. Sorry.
Well, for me,
sorry.
I only go to funerals of I think I need to attend funerals. Other than that, I do. And even for the most part, I would not go to the cemetery. I would go to the service, and I'm very selective about whose final moments I witness. Because there's just this thing for me. I think what this is, had disturbed me was, whenever they're lowering the casket, and that first soil that hits the coffin or hits the casket, I don't like to hear it. Because I find for me it's just so final in terms of this is the person being put under the earth forever.
Yeah.
And I think that depending on who it is, it hits a lot more emotionally for me to have to deal with that. So I tend not to, I only go when it is that I really, really, really have to.
Okay, right? That's something true you mentioned there, though. That last part there, especially when they're covering up and they're singing. There's this particular song they always sing.
Yes. Yeah.
That could be a really emotional time. You see me, I just cry when people cry. I am an empath. So I usually feel people's feelings. So I just cry when people cry. And for that reason, I don't want to go to the funeral. Because some ego funeral, I don't even know the person. But because I see you crying, I start to cry too. What's wrong?
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So in relation to the challenge that was put out, Kojo says that he's sending signs. So when we're talking about persons, especially within the diaspora, being a part of community development, Kojo says that he's also sending signs. So Jeff threw out that challenge.
Okay.
Good morning, Bongo Shaka.
Blessed morning. You recognize me. Very thanks and appreciated for your nice welcoming. Yeah, I don't know, maybe the first I call you all. I usually listen at times, but a while ago you said you posted somewhere nurses, 2 nurses fighting or whatever, right? You see, if I was in that position, I wouldn't even attempt maybe to post and get up to a discussion, because what I say, things like that we don't have evidential base or facts. It would just lead up to speculation and maybe name calling and all kind of wrangling, right? As Spencer said too, which I agree with him. So I personally will wait maybe till some more information come out. Then if I deem that is something maybe that affect the public or in people in general. Like it's a trend with people. I'll go into a debate on it. Um, so that's just my thought on it. But what I want to speak of, right? I know you all sisters sometimes do walk through tongue, right? At times, and we don't really have a large city or tongue as other countries, say, even Jamaica or Barbados or Trinidad, right? But there's one particular place in St. Vincent, in the tongue rather, that always have a stink smell of urine, people urinating, right? And so on. Just last time a man had a disco. We passed at a spot there, and the place was so highly scented with urine, right? And I said, look, why people so disorderly in the conduct in the public? What you want to tell me? Does it at home? You just pitch out your door and urinate in front, close your door, and don't throw some water, and your sun is hot, and maybe sometimes people may visit you. So there are some particulars, and in particular, by the family code down to Randy's Bakery. I don't know what is happening around that place. I spoken it 1-2 times with Cecil Ryan and program, and I ask myself, I see I'm seeing cameras there. We want to start to name and shame people. Get these people, one or two of them, bring them to charge, because people must know it's against the law to urinate in public or to pass feces or whatever in the public. And I don't know why people so undisciplined in this age of today, and have no respect of each other. Because if you have to respect yourself, you should show being tongue and know people do sell it. Sister, it's not easy that on a Saturday morning or so, some people go some area and do some selling, and it just urination smell you get in. There's another particular place right up to where the Chinese restaurant is there on back street there, right? From these building going up there. And that place is dark. And I'm asking some business place to keep asking it to put lights under the business places and so on, Make the city look a little bit uniform, especially if you're out there on a yacht or boat, you're looking into the city. And what I noticed passing there a few times, people always pull up there, these men, most of the time they have alcohol in them, and they urinate right there. One night I pass, I tell a man, I say, brother, why you doing? The man start on my case, and the normal war, these guys will respond. I say, man, look, I could arrest you now. I say, if I had my handcuff you, I'll arrest your backside and put your handcuff you and then pull you straight to the station. I'll put him under a lock and subdue him and jog him, because I say, look, you're not supposed to doing these things. I hate to see it. Sometimes I do pass by and just watch people. Another time I may pick up on a discussion, but people get on ignorant. If you don't know how to hold yourself, you want to respond certain how, So I'm asking the public to please, when you see people doing it, stop them. It's not right. That, and what the tourists or visitors passing in the day and they shopping around and gather. You want to know what's happening, then somebody want to post something about our city. It's time enough to stop. So I want to start arrest people, name and shame them. Right?
All right.
If I want you to and I try hold it until maybe I reach home. I have 1-2 place I know that I can ask a man, let me use your washroom, please. 'Cause I drink a lot of water, and so on. And I do use herbs to clean my kidney and liver. So I urinate a lot, which is good,
Okay.
So thanks you all, man, for listening to me. As I said, sometimes I do listen at times, But I love a lot of discussion that can edify each other, I like
Okay.
evidence and facts, yeah. So
right.
take care and love you all, and have a blessed day and productive day, and be safe, on your journey in and out as you go in and come out, and your Almighty bless you always. Okay,
Alright.
thanks a lot.
You're
I try to interact sometime,
Sure.
but sometimes, yeah.
All
So,
right.
but I do listen you all, and continue what you're doing in a positive light. As much information you could get to edify people, have it with evidence. So you don't go get much. It's good to get challenged sometime, But let's share knowledge with each other. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks you all,
All right.
and Jules for having you all, and WEFM also. Okay.
All right. Thanks very much,
Right.
Mongo.
Have a blessed day.
All right.
Right.
You too.
One love.
Thanks.
All right.
All right. So it is talk to us, but unfortunately, we are at 9:52 and we are out of time. But Wishaka did raise an important point. But we'd have to pick it up another day. All right. So for the persons who are calling, we unfortunately can't take the call because we have to bring community dateline still. All right. So maybe keep those thoughts.
Write them down so don't forget.
Yeah, tomorrow at 9:20 we have an interview. All right, we figure it out for tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, this is us signing out of this segment, and we jump straight into today's community dateline.
Listen all day,